Manchester United's Premier League season opener against Fulham offered a glimpse into Erik ten Hag's tactical adjustments for the new campaign. While the Red Devils secured a narrow 1-0 victory, the performance highlighted some intriguing shifts, particularly the introduction of a strikerless 4-2-2-2 formation. However, as United prepares to face Brighton this Saturday, ten Hag is expected to revert to a more familiar 4-2-3-1 setup, making two important changes to the starting lineup. In the match against Fulham, ten Hag surprised many by deploying a strikerless 4-2-2-2-2 formation. Bruno Fernandes and Mason Mount occupied advanced midfield roles, alternating in dropping deep to link up with the midfield. This approach aimed to provide greater fluidity in attack, allowing United to control central areas and dictate the game's tempo. The system was effective in terms of possession and control, but it also had its limitations. Without a traditional striker, United struggled at times to create clear-cut chances, as the absence of a central focal point reduced the number of bodies in the box during attacking phases. Despite these challenges, the system allowed United to dominate the flow of the game. However, the lack of a central striker might have been a temporary measure due to injuries and fitness concerns surrounding new signings Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee. As both players are young and still developing, ten Hag may choose to use this formation sporadically throughout the season. For the upcoming clash against Brighton, ten Hag is likely to revert to his preferred 4-2-3-1 formation. This switch will involve two key changes: the inclusion of Joshua Zirkzee and Alejandro Garnacho in the starting lineup. Zirkzee, who scored the winning goal against Fulham, is expected to lead the line as the central striker. The young forward earned the Man of the Match award in the opener and impressed with his ability to hold up play and link with the midfield. His presence as a traditional number 9 will provide United with the attacking focal point they missed in the previous game, allowing wide players like Marcus Rashford and Garnacho to exploit the spaces created by his movement. Garnacho, who had established himself as a starter last season, is expected to replace Ahmad on the right wing. The young Argentine winger's pace, dribbling ability and directness will be crucial in stretching Brighton's defence. Harry Maguire's standout performance against Fulham poses a selection dilemma for ten Hag. The England international was a rock at the back, using his height to dominate the aerial game and making crucial clearances and interceptions. Despite some concerns over his ball distribution, Maguire's defensive solidity was a key factor in United's clean sheet. With new signing Martinez de Ligt waiting in the wings, ten Hag faces a tough decision. De Ligt, who came off the bench against Fulham, is expected to eventually become the first choice partner for Lisandro Martinez. However, after Maguire's strong showing, it would be harsh to drop him for the trip to the Amex Stadium. Ten Hag may opt to start Maguire once again, with De Ligt potentially coming off the bench later in the game. United will need to be at their best to overcome a Brighton side that enjoyed a strong start to the season with a 3-0 victory over Everton. With ten Hag likely to revert to a more familiar formation and introduce key changes, the Red Devils will be aiming for another 3 points to maintain their positive momentum. Meanwhile, Manchester United are keen to see Christian Eriksen sold this summer and have set a moderate asking price. Christian Eriksen was an instant hit after being signed for free in the first summer of Erik ten Hag's reign as Manchester United boss. However, after this opening season, the honeymoon was over, and despite moments of pure quality, his lack of movement has made him unwanted in the starting lineup. However, as a member of the squad, he is valuable, and Mainoo even admitted he learns a lot from the Dane. Due to that, this summer has seen him linked with moves away, and bids were expected to arrive for Eriksen. Interest seemed to be high, but Eriksen was in no rush to leave. Now, recent reports suggest that United may have no choice but to keep Eriksen. This summer has seen a mini clear-out at Old Trafford with several permanent departures, and Ineos are still far from done with other players on the chopping block, such as Jadon Sancho, with interest expected to arrive from Chelsea. It comes according to The Athletic now that Eriksen is up for sale, and United have placed a £5 million price tag on his head, which they see as the lower end of his value. Eriksen has also been offered out, with Ajax being named as one club who have been handed the chance to sign the Danish international. Last month, Ajax were reported to be preparing to target Eriksen, but he may not even get the chance to rejoin the Dutch Giants as they are trying to balance their books, and a £150,000 a week 32-year-old would not exactly help do that. If we are being honest, £5 million for a player of Eriksen's quality is an insane coup, and most sides would be silly not to take United up on this to sign the really good midfielder, as Harry Kane labelled him. However, that is without taking into account the wages that he comes with. Eriksen being on such a massive wage means even at £5 million, the complete package is too much. So if United really want to sell him to Ajax, chances are the asking price will need to drop, perhaps with add-ons making up the fee. But for United, the main thing should just be getting the wages off the books, with any fee at all being a profit on him since he was free. United's ability to adapt and overcome challenges will define their success this season. But with injury concerns still looming and squad depth being tested, the road ahead is anything but straightforward. Do you think Erik ten Hag's tactical shifts will give Manchester United the edge against Brighton? Should Harry Maguire keep his spot in the starting lineup, or is it time for Man Utd Ligt to step up? And what do you make of Eriksen's situation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more Manchester United analysis, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all the latest from Old Trafford.